Hey Gemini, how's it going? This is your weekly reading for July 12th to the 18th. This is going to be a general message that takes a look at the energies and messages surrounding you at this time. This could be pertaining to any area of your life, whether it's career, romance, finance, spiritual growth. It could be all of the above, okay? Wherever the messages are sitting and resonating with you is where they're meant to be received. Anything that's not falling into place, just leave it aside, okay? Be sure to check out my description box below there. You will find my Linktree app if you would like to book a personal tarot reading or a Reiki healing session with me. That is where you will do that. What is going on here already, Gemini? Be sure to check out my Instagram page as well, Vivacious Fox Healing, for more daily card pulls and energy check-ins and all that fun stuff. Okay. Let's get right into it, Gemini, because I can see you guys are feeling it this week. Okay. All right, first cards out, guys. We have the Three of Swords and the Nine of Swords. Both heavy energy, okay? Heartbreak, pain, struggle, suffering, overthinking, sleepless nights, anxiety, fears, worries, okay? I'm feeling like already for a lot of you guys, I don't know what this, we're going to get some clarification on it, but I just feel this need to tell you guys to not overemphasize certain things, okay? I feel like for this, yes, there is pain here, but whatever this pain is, and we'll get to the root of that in a minute, it's like you're creating more trauma around it than needs to be. Please don't take that the wrong way. I'm not saying that you guys are dramatic or traumatic or anything like that. It's just whatever this pain is, okay, it's painful, it is heartbreaking. Just be very careful about not embellishing it, okay? Let's get to it here, guys. We also have the Queen of Cups, the Queen of Wands, and the Ten of Wands. We have quite a bit of air sign here, or air energy here. Queen of Cups, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Queen of Wands, fire energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. I feel like for a lot of you, this Queen of Cups and the Queen of Wands isn't even two separate people. I feel like this is kind of the battle within yourself. I feel like for a lot of you, you're trying to make sense and process this information or whatever this pain and struggle is that's happened. And you seem to be in this flip-floppy energy going back and forth with 1 minute kind of standing in your power and the next kind of feeling washed away in the emotion of it all. Ten of Wands, you're carrying a lot of burdens here right now, Gemini. So let's get some clarification. Let's clarify first and foremost who or what this Queen of Cups and Queen of Wands is. Who or what is this Queen of Cups? Please and thank you. I don't know why, but I'm really feeling this need to just be very slow and cautious of my words right now. I mean, you guys are the communicators as air sign Geminis, all right? Your minds race a million miles a minute, which isn't a surprise with this Nine of Swords energy, which can be very beneficial, but in those times where we are suffering through heartbreak, pain, and suffering, it can also just kind of, again, create these burdens for us, which are those unnecessary burdens, right? Again, embellishing on something, elaborating, or making something bigger than it is. Queen of Cups. I feel like for a lot of you, this is like a situation where somebody kind of did something in the heat of a moment, where something unexpected happened, and because it was so unexpected and it kind of caught you off guard, it's almost like your mind has gone into overdrive creating all these hypothetical situations, but I just feel like you don't have the full scope or picture of what's going on here, okay? Queen of Cups, please and thank you. Anything else with the Queen of Cups? Okay, yeah. Queen of Wands. Okay, yeah, I don't feel like this Queen of Cups and Queen of Wands is two separate energies. Like I said, this could be you, Gemini, or this could be the other person or whatever scenario and situation you're dealing with that is harnessing these energies, okay? I feel like there's just this feeling surrounding the Queen of Cups of having thought that someone or something was your happiness, okay? It was just like, finally, like, I've been waiting for the sun to come and here it is and everything is right in the world. But then this sneaky energy of the Five of Pentacles creeps in, which is kind of being left out in the cold, feeling like a lack of reciprocity, okay? Which caused, I think, this emotional overflow. And even the way like she's depicted here, it's so funny because I've always seen the Queen of Cups as this energy of almost being like, I have so many emotions that I'm kind of up to my eyeballs in it, right? And funny enough, that's how she's actually depicted in this card. She's sitting in water that's literally like up to her eyeballs. It's becoming overbearing again with this Ten of Wands here, and it's just I just keep hearing it doesn't make sense. Like, I don't get it. I don't understand. Like, how did it go from this to this? Okay, there was some really unexpected turn of events that really caught you off guard here. Queen of Wands clarified by the Nine of Cups and the Four of Pentacles here. It's just like that there's this fiery, passionate side of you that's still really holding on and being like, no, this is my wish fulfillment. This is it. Like, I know it is. Like, but why is this just happening and unfolding the way it is? I just feel like there's just this huge question mark in the air right now surrounding this situation. Again, Gemini, if this is you kind of being back and forth, being like, I thought this was my sunshine and happiness, but it doesn't seem to be falling in the way that I was expecting my wish fulfillment to be. Okay, I think you need to be very careful about this, especially right now in Cancerian season. We need to really focus on what expectations or standards are we holding other people accountable for or other situations accountable for, okay? We need to remember that just because you might handle the situation in a particular way doesn't mean that somebody else is going to handle it the same way, okay? And people are very emotional right now, which, again, isn't a bad thing. We're getting in touch with that nurturing side of us, but in the process of doing that, we can become a little bit guarded and defensive, okay? So I feel like you're kind of adamant on being like, this was supposed to happen like this, and it's caused this disappointment. Or if this is the other person, this is somebody who I feel like has pulled back, even though you do make them happy, even though they do want to be around you. Again, this could be a work experience, or I just feel like someone or something kind of, it's like that overwhelming energy of the emotions got the best of them, and it was reflected and projected outwards onto you. All right, unfortunately. And I feel like maybe they're in this position where they're being a little bit too much in their mind, or like in their headspace of like, this is how it is, to actually like tap in and express these emotions to you. I feel like there's very much this guarded energy right now, because it's like, nope, this is this. It's like, it doesn't have to be, right? Let's clarify this Ten of Wands, please and thank you. Let's take these. Oh my gosh, what is that? Yeah, Gemini, I just feel like you were really hopeful about something or someone, and you were really willing to put in the work and the energy to like plant those seeds and let it unfold and see how it grows, okay? But I do see this as something that is unseen to you, okay? There's a need for patience here because things haven't fully come to fruition in this situation yet, all right? I really, really just feel like this is kind of a miscommunication that's happening, or again, either it's this miscommunication has happened, or they're just, I'm feeling two energies that weren't in the right frame of mind or headspace to handle a particular situation, and because of that, there was this falling apart or this falling away from each other. Magician and the Princess of Cups in the reverse. Yeah, I feel like you're kind of beating yourself up right now. Like, how did I manifest this? I thought this was good. Like, how did we get here? How did I attract this into my life? How did I manifest this? This isn't what I wanted. I didn't want this pain and heartbreak. But we have to remember, we manifest and attract every person, situation, and experience into our lives. And I know that's a hard pill to swallow sometimes, and I'm not saying you guys are doing the wrong things by any means, but sometimes in order to reach our bigger goals and manifestations, we manifest other experiences, heartbreaks, struggles along the way in order to teach us the lessons that are necessary in order to get to the bigger picture or the bigger goal, okay? This is that karmic cycles that repeat over and over and over again until we can finally figure out how to break those cycles. It doesn't mean you're just repeating this never-ending pattern or cycle. It just means that every time you go through this experience, you're able to access it from this bird's eye view where you're now approaching it, or you should be approaching it based on what you learned and experienced from the last cycle you were in, right? And I think you actually are doing that. It's just the emotions are running so high right now that it's actually hard to see that you're actually moving forward here, Gemini, not backwards, okay? 10 of Wands. Holy smokes, they like all want to fly out. 10 of Wands here. The burdens that you're carrying is just that you're waiting for this victory to come in, 6 of Wands, and you're not seeing it, and you're really getting in your head about it here, okay? 8 of Swords, like the card is self-imprisonment. Like, even look how she's standing, right, with the blindfold there too. It's just, again, it's this feeling of not being able to see everything for what it really is because the fears and emotions are taking over, okay? Gemini, you've got to release yourself from this. I know it's easier said than done, but this overthinking, okay? What I always suggest to my Gemini clients is have that conversation in the mirror with yourself. Mirror work is so important during shadow work, okay? If we can't be open and honest with ourselves, who can we be? And you would be surprised. It gets really uncomfortable and awkward at first, but as soon as you start letting it flow out, I'm getting all tongue-tied now, it really just starts to pour out, okay? And that's when you can have these little epiphanies and realizations, because I feel like, again, the situation isn't actually as bad as it seems. It's just you're really hung up on the bad aspects of it that happened, okay? The Hierophant is here as well. Could be dealing with an earth sign Virgo. What I think you don't realize, like I said, it's like you actually are moving further along than you realize. What you might not have taken into consideration is that this painful cycle that you are experiencing right now is not actually anything new to you. In fact, you are moving up the tier in this energy of the Hierophant, okay? The Hierophant is about mastering certain experiences and levels. You can even see here, I never really paid attention to it before, but there's like a staircase that circles around the tower. And it's like, you start here, you get to the first level, the second level, and then boom, there's a third one. Ultimate clarity, right? What you don't realize is that you actually are moving so much further along than it is. What can you tell us about this situation that hasn't seemed to be totally clear? What's something that Gemini might not be aware of in this situation or in this connection, please and thank you? You're being called to take a leap of faith. Okay, you're in this void space right now. You are not meant to know the answers for things. Stop repeating certain situations. You're not going to find anything new reliving these moments over and over and over again. Okay, there's something that has not been shown to you yet, and that's what this leap of faith is about. Okay, trusting what is unknown to you, trusting the universe has your back. This is a time for healing for you. As soon as you heal and move forward, that is when new opportunities will surface. Okay, could be dealing with an air sign, a fellow air sign Aquarius here as well. Hanged Woman, time to see things from a new perspective. Okay, you're being given a time out intentionally. This is a rest and reset period, so embrace this Fool energy, right? Knight of Cups, there is going to be some sort of offering coming in here that is going to be of true intention, pure heart, okay? Perhaps a reconciliation, okay? Or something worth celebrating here is coming in. I'm telling you, it's not as bad as it seems, Gemini. Whew. Let's get a final message here for Gemini, please, and thank you. For a lot of you, I think this is about love. A new romantic cycle begins, okay? This is what you're not seeing here. It's like something has to die out here in order for something new to come in. Do not keep repeating what has happened over and over again in your head, okay? Somebody once told me, depression lives in the past, anxiety and fear lives in the future, peace is in the present, it's in the now, okay? Don't get caught up in the loop of what already happened. Stay in the present. That's where you will get the clarity moving forward here, because something good is coming in. You're just being called to take a little bit of a time out. Okay, Gemini, I hope this message helps. Please be sure to like, share, subscribe so that it continues to circulate. I'm sure other fellow Geminis will appreciate it. I know I certainly do. I hope you guys have a great week, and I'll chat with you soon.